Today we'll start exercise 5.2, but before we start exercise 5.2 you all have to know something very important, that is about parallel line and transversal line. Now what are the parallel lines? Now in the figure you see these two lines combine to form a parallel line, that is line A and line B. See, I have written the name A. This line represents A, this line represents B. So these two lines are parallel to each other, and the line which is intersecting this A and B line is called transversal line, which is I have named as C. Now when this line is intersecting this parallel line, some angles are forming. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somehow they are related to each other. Okay, so we'll understand the relation between these all angles. Okay, this is very important for exercise 5.2. So please concentrate properly. 1. The first thing that we'll learn is corresponding angle. Now you have to know which angles are corresponding angle, and as a reminder I want to say that these corresponding angles are all equal to each other. Now let's see the relation. Angle 4 and angle 8. Now it is on the same side of the transversal. This is a transversal line, this is a transversal line, these are all on the same side. So 4 and 8, see, one is exterior, that is outside the parallel line, and one is inside, that is inside the parallel line. So but on the same side of the transversal line, that is angle 4 and angle 8 is a corresponding angle. They are also equal. If this is 40 degree, then this will be also 40 degree. Okay, so angle 4 is equals to angle 8. This is the first relation. Second, 3 and 7. See, now one is interior, other is exterior. It is again on the same side of the transversal line. 3 and 7 is another pair of corresponding angle. Let's say the other one. Now this side, 1 and 5. This is a corresponding angle. 2 and 6. This is another pair of corresponding angle. So these angles are equal to each other. Now let's begin with the second one. Vertically opposite angle. We have studied this in our previous videos. So now see these two lines, if I consider A and C, now you see some angles are forming, isn't it? 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. So we have studied when two lines intersect each other, they forms an angles, and these angles, the opposite angles, are called equal, and they are called vertically opposite angle. That is 1 is equals to 3, 4 is equals to 2. Similarly, when C and B intersect at one particular point, so they are also making one angle. See, this two and this two. So these two are angle 7 and angle 5 is vertically opposite angle. Angle 6 is equals to angle 8 is vertically opposite angle. I hope this is easy for you. Now alternate angle. Now alternate angles are of two types, interior and exterior. Now what are alternate angles? Now when I'm talking about interior, then we'll speak about this parallel line inside the parallel line, that is 2, 3, 5 and 8. So 2, 3, 5 and 8 are related somehow. So if I'm talking about alternate angles, interior alternate angles, then 3 and 5, that is 3 and 5 is equal to each other. Okay, 3 and 5, this is called interior alternate angle. 2 and 8, interior alternate angle. Again I'm saying 3 and 5. See this transversal line, one angle is here, one angle is here. Okay, this is 3 and 5. These are equal to each other. That is, if it is 50 degree, then this angle would be also 50 degree, equal to each other. So angle 3 is equals to 5, angle 2 is equals to 8. Now when we talk about exterior alternate angle, exterior means outside the parallel line. So this angle 1 is equals to 7. 1 is equals to 7. Okay, 4 is equals to 6. 4 is equals to 6. These are exterior alternate angle, and these are interior alternate angle. I hope you have understood why I'm saying interior and why these are exterior. Okay, now let's get on with, now this, all the angles that we have studied now, that is corresponding angle, vertically opposite angle, alternate angles, that is interior and exterior, these are all equal to each other. Now there are some angles which are not equal, but they have a specific relation. Now if we talk about interior, suppose again we will look some interior angles, that is 2, 5, 3 and 8. Now these two angles which are on the same side of the transversal, that is 2 and 5, they are also related to each other. How? See, 2 plus 5 equals to 180 degree. That means the sum of this two angle would be equals to 180 degree, and they are called co-interior angle. Co-interior angle. Why interior? Because it is inside the parallel line. So these two angles, carefully see, 2 and 5. The sum of these two angle is 180 degree. Similarly, the sum of angle 3 and 8 would be also equals to 180 degree. They are also called co-interior angle. Okay. Now let's talk about co-exterior angle. Co-exterior means outside the parallel line. Exactly. Now this and this angle would be equals to 180 degree. Angle 1 plus angle 6 is equals to 180 degree. Okay, they are exterior. Same side on the transversal. Same side. Now let's talk about the another side. That is 4 plus 7 is equals to 180 degree. 4 plus 7 is equals to 180 degree. It is called co-exterior angle because it is outside the parallel line. Okay, now let's talk about the linear pair. Now see, I have again drawn the figure out here. Now what is the linear pair? This is not new thing for you. Now suppose this is a straight line, isn't it? This is a straight line, students. Now this is forming 180 degree, and this 180 degree is been divided into two parts, that is 1 and 4. So these two are linear pair, that is sum of 1 and 4 is equals to 180 degree. Again, if you see this line is also straight line, so 1 and 2 is also a linear pair. Similarly 2 and 3 is also linear pair. 4 and 5 is also linear pair. So what was linear pair? The sum of two angles should be equals to 180 degree. Suppose this is 60 given. Suppose this angle is given 60 and you have to find this one. So what you have to do? You have to subtract 60 from 180 degree and you will get this angle. So this is all about linear pair. Okay, so these are all linear pair. 4 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 2, these are all linear. Similarly 8 and 5, 5 and 6, 7 and 6 and 7 and 8, these are all linear pairs. Okay, so let's start with exercise 5.2. The first question they have asked, they have given one particular drawing and some angles also they have mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the first question they are asking related to this figure is if A and B, see this line is A, this line is B. Okay, if A parallel to B, if these two lines are parallel to each other, then angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Why? They have asked the reason. Why I am saying this? That if when these two lines are parallel, why these angles are equal to each other? Just now we have learned that angles on the same side of the transversal, one is outside, one is inside. What relation? It is corresponding angle. Okay, because they are corresponding, that is the reason they are equal. Now let's talk about the another question now. If angle 4 is equals to 6, angle 4 is equals to 6 and these two lines are parallel to each other, why they are equal? Why they are equal? Because they are interior alternate angle. Okay, interior alternate angles. Number 3, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree. Angle 4 plus angle 5, these two angles, the sum of these two angles is equals to 180 degree when these two lines are parallel to each other. So what is the relation? Why I am saying that angle 4 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree? Because they are co-interior angles. Okay, because they are co-interior angles. So you have to say the property why we are saying this. Let's go to the second sum now. Again they have given one figure, C. So A and B is parallel to each other, C is a transversal line. These angles are forming, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have to name the pairs of corresponding angles. Now which pairs are corresponding angles? So students, see what I have written. 4 and 8 are corresponding angles. Here I have written 4 and 8. 3 and 7 corresponding angle. 1 and 5 corresponding angle. 2 and 6 corresponding angle. So these are all the pairs of corresponding angles according to this figure. Now you have to say the pairs of alternate interior angle. Alternate interior means, anything interior means we have to see inside the parallel line. So interior alternate angle. Alternate angle means 3 and 5, isn't it? See, 3 and 5, 2 and 8, 2 and 8. So these are alternate interior angle. 3 and 5, 2 and 8. Now the next question they have asked, the pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now pair of interior angles same side of the transversal. The same interior angle means again inside the parallel lines, same side of the transversal. Now which angles are on the same side of the transversal? And it has to be also interior. So 3 and 8 are on the same side and 2 and 5 also on the same side, and they are also interior, that is inside the parallel line. So what I have written, you see, 3 and 8, 2 and 5. Okay. Now the last thing they have asked, the vertically opposite angles. Now you have to see which are the vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angle means 1 and 3, these are vertically opposite angle. 2 and 4, vertically opposite angle. 5 and 7, vertically opposite angle. 6 and 8, vertically opposite angle. So I have written all these things, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 6 and 8, and 5 and 7. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 2. Now let's talk about question number 3. Now in the adjoining figure, P, this is P and this is Q. This line is P and this line is Q. So P and Q is parallel to each other, and this is a transversal line. Okay, so they have asked to find the unknown angles. Only one angle is given, see, 125 degree, and they have asked to find E, F, A, B, C and D. Okay, now the first thing that I have found is E. So what is the relation between 125 degree and E? They are linear pair, isn't it? Just now I've said this is a straight line. See, P is a straight line, so the angle, this angle plus this angle will be equals to 180 degree, so they are linear pairs. So 125 degree plus E equals to 180 degree. Now you have to remove this 125 degree. For that, what I have done, I have subtracted 125 degree with it, and also I have done the same thing on the right hand side. So after that, I got the value E as 155 degrees. Now this is 55 degree. Okay, now this is 55 degree. Now how E and F are related to each other? They are vertically opposite angle, isn't it? Now see, I have written E equals to F. E equals to F, and the value of E was what? 55 degrees. So the value of F would be also 55 degree. And why I have said these two angles are equal? The reason. You have to give the reason. Reason is extremely important. You just cannot say that E is equals to F, but also the reason. If you are not giving the reason, then marks will be deducted. You will not get the full marks. So E equals to F equals to 55 degree. Now I got the value of E. Now we know the value of F also. Now let's see how F and E is related. They are what? What relation we are having? Interior alternate angle. Exactly. So F is equals to A. So F is equals to A, and the value of A would be also 55 degree. The relation is interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle. Now again A and C is related. How? They are vertically opposite angle. So angle A equals to C, and the value of C would be also 55 degree. Okay. Now the relation is vertically opposite angle. Okay. So it is done. Now we'll get the value of D. Now 125 degree and D is related. How? Because they are corresponding to each other. Same side of the transversal line. One is outside, one inside. Okay, so these are corresponding angles. So angle D is equals to 125 by corresponding angle. And finally this one is left. So D is equals to B, isn't it? See, I have written here. So D is equals to B. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angle. So the value of B would be also 125 degree. So this is a solution of question number 3. Okay, so now today's session is, you will copy down all the things that I have taught today. This is all, and after that you will go with the assignment, that is exercise number 5.2, question number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, thank you and take care.